Hello, hello, hello. We're going into straight into match day 34. We already know the fucking. We already know the gist of the situation. Everyone just needs to fucking win. Everyone just needs to like the whole point. Everyone needs to win. A loss can mean everything. Breda win, a huge win for them since they're really close to relegation territory. Holtby, Sawa, and Van Huydonk. So Holtby first. Holtby are down here somewhere. We start off this today's recording session with him scoring a goal. I thought, where did he go? Oh, no, 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 no. Holt B. Yep. All right, so he's on his third goal. Cool. Putting him ahead these guys. All right. Holtby gets a goal. Sawa gets a goal. Where he's at, there he is. He gets his seventh. Sawa and Van Huydonk, who is right here, gets his 11th goal. Huge, 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 huge result for Breda. Gets him away from relegation fodder for now. And a +3 as well, which is really good. Bad for Barracas, who are doing their best to run away from relegation too. So that was a huge match for them. Panathinaikos versus Kayserispor. Now, this is one of the big ones. If Panathinaikos win this, they'll have another good different margin away from Rio Ave, because you expect Rio Ave to win the game that they have against Hermannstad. So Panathinaikos will win this victory. They need this victory bad. It's a tie. I was just mentioning how this guy hasn't scored yet. Saglam, Ramazan, Swiderski. All right, Ramazan scored earlier. He was like on the way bottom. Yep, Ramazan scores. Gets himself a little bit of credit right there. And it's another tie though for Kayserispor, which also helps them in their pursuit to escape relegation. So I think that puts them ahead of Petrolul. So I know Kayserispor are pretty safe right now. They're safe right now. What I meant to say. Ramazan Swiderski scores again. Swiderski, if I can find his bitch ass. Swiderski. He's definitely up here somewhere, I think. Yep, there he is. He gets to his double digits. I was about to say brace again. I would have pissed myself off. Oh, but no, Wahi. Wahi hasn't scored a goal in a minute. Swiderski gets his goal. I think I gotta move to this side real quick and look for the guy who had like that G over his head. No, he's not here somewhere. He's gonna be way lower. From the Turkish side. From Besiktas. He's the guy who had like a weird G on his top of his thing. The G with the hat. Where is he? G. I have no idea. Wait, there he is. I was just about to give up too. Alright, cool. Thank you, Sazdagi. Okay, this is the last guy who can score a different goal before like they catch up with Group A. Saglam. So Saglam for Kayserispor. One goal. And Paistri gets another goal to help them get the tie at least. That still puts them in a nervy position. They won't like being in that position that they're in right now. 16 goals for Paistri. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting really close. This is getting very interesting. Hosting Kiel face host against Espanyol. Host Espanyol need a victory here. And they get it. A huge victory for themselves as Dolan and Exposito help them out. So let's look for Exposito first. Exposito, there you are. He gets his 9th goal. Then Dolan gets a goal. Wherever the fuck he's at. Dolan. If I want to say he's over here somewhere, but I don't know where he went. He's got to be around here somewhere because he did score a few goals before this. Dolan. Oh, where the fuck are you, bitch? There he is. Gets his 7th goal. And this guy, Kapralik. Let's look for him up because I have no idea. I'm gonna say he's on 2 goals. Yes, I was correct. If I had to make a guess, 3. Because I remember the name. I remember he scored more than 1 goal. I guess. I just didn't remember if it was 3 goals. If he was on 2 or 3 goals already. But that's a good result for him. That's a good goal for him. Holston Kiel, they're out of the top 8 conversation, I believe. Espanyol do really good to keep themselves in the top 4 conversation. West Brom versus Tirol. Let's see. Let's see. West Brom, you need this victory badly, and you get it. Huge victory for them. Ealing Jr. scores again, and Maja, and Baden. Okay, this is a high goal scoring area. Well, not except for Ealing Jr. I think he's like down here still. Yep, see. Go. He gets his 2nd goal of the tournament. So not the best. Putting you down a little bit. Ealing Jr., you get in now. Baden's also one of the goal scorers, who's pretty high up on the list of goal scorers. Baden. I think I missed him. No. Where is he at? No. Where is he? There he is. 11 goals for him. Passing Onuka, who hasn't scored in forever. All day that I've been recording for today, he hasn't scored. Baden and Ealing Jr. and Maja. So Maja did come in clutch in for this match day. Maja's not 19 goals. So huge win for the Boggies, whatever. Southampton versus Exeter City. Southampton need this victory to keep up with the top 4 race. Wait, Azaz is definitely available again, and that's gonna be hugely good for them. All right, let's get them. We probably have both players. No, that guy's still out. So Azaz, you come back in for Matsuki. Matsuki, you did a good job. You scored your 1st goal, but they need their best goal scorer at the moment. The Irish sensation Azaz. Can they win this, Southampton? They do. Oh, by a lot. Jander scores again. Edozie scores again. Edozie scores a brace. Stefan scores again. So we have a new... Oh, it's over. Edozie scores a brace. Jander scores again. So, okay. First of all, Jander. You're like down here somewhere. Jander. There you are. So Group C is officially has the most different goal scorers now, with a grand total. Well, not grand total, but they have 1 goal scorer more than fucking. What's their name? Than fucking Group A. Because Stephens opens the scoring. Stephens for Southampton. He gets his 1st goal. And now they officially have 1 more goal. Because right here was between these guys. But no, it's over. So that means I gotta make this a little bit longer. It's like that. There we go. Push this down a little bit more. There we go. As of right now, that's how it should end. So there we go. Stephens and Edozie scores a brace to put him at 3 goals. Pushing it really high up here. There we go. Look at him go. It's a huge victory for his side as well, by the way. It's nothing to scoff at. It's like... Because Edozie gets a brace. Yep, I gave Jander his goal. Yep, alright. Huge game for Southampton right there. The Saints get a fucking amazing win because that puts them +4 as well. Nice versus Swindon. Nice need this bad. Smith got a red card. That's not good for them in the final match days. As Glatzel gets in, he's still out for the count. Look like it's going to be Tabor over here, I guess, as a backup. Let's see. Can Swindon get anything off of Nice here? Because if they do, this is going to hurt Nice's spirits very badly. And no, it's nothing enough. The goalkeeper got hurt though. Nice's goalkeeper got hurt. That's not good. Sanson, Budawi, and Klaus. Okay, Klaus scored again. He's like on what, 4 goals? Yep, now he's on 5. Budawi, I don't know if he scored again after. Yeah, he did. So he's on his 3rd. There we go. And Diouf was the best goalkeeper of the tournament so far too. Last I checked, which was the last recording. Budawi and Sanson scores again. Which I think he's like over here somewhere. Like, where's he at? There he is. 8th goal for him. These guys are lower down now. So huge win for them, but losing your goalkeeper, not great. The best goalkeeper of the tournament so far too. That's really not good. Toulouse versus Sligo Rovers. So Toulouse can really hurt Sligo Rovers here by defeating them. And they do manage it. Gabojo finally gets another goal. Magri. Cresswell gets his first goal. Yeah, we would have. Yeah, it's different now. Aldin gets another goal to open up the goal scoring, but it isn't enough. And they're really hurt too. They have no Hakiki or O'Kane. Magri scores another goal, so he's up here, making it 19 goals for himself, passing both Suarez and Puado. It's getting close up there at the top. Although Dovbik is still pretty comfortably ahead by 5 goals. Cresswell, not the one from West Ham. Important to make that as a disclaimer. That's all black right there. Now we have Cresswell for Toulouse. Gets his first goal. Gabojo scores his first goal also in a while. Where is he? Where's that piece of shit? Gabojo, Gabojo, Gabojo. There he is. Now he's done 6 goals. So let's get a good victory out of that. While it really does hurt Sligo Rovers with another -2 loss. See, Roma versus. Oh, this is for first place. This match they will determine first place as of right now. Obviously, if Roma win, they're gonna have a nice gap, a 4-point gap. Whereas if Al Ahly win, they'll take the lead, but it won't be a gap of any kind. So let's see, Roma versus Al Ahly. What are we gonna see? A tie, of course. It's a fucking tie. Kone go again. Okay, Kone Demiral. Let's start off from the bottom. Kone Demiral. This is also a thing I gotta change. Kone is right here. Gets his second goal of the tournament. So late on. I mean, Roma didn't lose, so they'll take that. They'll be happy with that result right there. Kone. I hate the sound in my ear right now. Kone Demiral. If I can find his ass, there he is. Gets his 4th goal. So at this point, it's a tie. Fuck. Who scores the other goal for them? Milo. Milo is a little higher up. There he is. Gets his 9th goal. There we go. And then Malin gets another goal to help his side get a tie. A very valuable tie, by the way. That still ensure that they're in first place. They would have rather got the victory because they'd have a nice 4-point gap at the top. But alas, they couldn't get it. But still top. They're still top of the table. Rio Ave versus Hermannstad. Rio Ave, you need a victory here, or you're chopped for that 8th spot. So you need a victory here. They get it. Oh my god, do they get it? Clayton, Brusai. Clayton with a brace. This guy's new. Afalna scores a goal again. Afalna. There he is. He gets his double digits now. There he is. Afalna gets in there. We have another good, different goal scorer. Where's Bragancha? Because I need his little C. There you are. And who is it? Gracha? I guess. Grasa. Joao Grasa. How would I do that? Grasa for Rio Ave. And you get one for. Now they have 2 new goal scorers. So they have like. Now they're ahead by 3 to be in the best goal scoring group. Bruse. Or Brusai, how do you say the fucking name? There they are. That's the 3rd goal for them. There you go. Brusai and Clayton gets a brace. Clayton gets a brace, putting him at 15 goals now. Getting away from his boyfriend. Getting ahead of these 3 guys. There we go. Good victory for Rio Ave. At the end of the group, nope. Sporting versus Petrolul. Sporting just to get away from, from the bottom 5th place. It's a good victory for them. As Hielman scores for the first time in a while. Hielman, where the fuck you at, buddy? There he is. Gets a 6th goal now. Good victory. Alright, that's the last. Yep, that's the last match day. That's the last of the match day. Alright. Roma, Al Ali, Sporting Club Portugal, Espanyol remain in the top 4. Southampton, Nice, West Brom, Panathinaikos still in the top 8. Still only 1 point between Panathinaikos and Rio Ave right now. Rio Ave hosting Kiel, Toulouse, Exeter City, Breda, Sigo Rovers, Barraca Central, and Kayserispor are all in the middle area. With Petrolul, Tirol, Swindon Town, and Hermannstadt in relegation. It's still not over for the likes of for Petrolul and Tirol. It's looking very unlikely now for Swindon, but there's still a chance. There's still 4-point gaps only, so 2 victories could see them out of there. But out of 4 games, the max points being 12. 10, 31, 32, 33. I guess Hermannstadt are also still in it, I guess. But let's see. Kayserispor have a very good chance of trying to get out even further by defeating Sligo, who are really weakened right now with missing Hakiki and O'Kane. I feel like Hakiki is available now again, but it just depends on who's hosting. Because if they're hosting, then I can put him back in. And if they're not, I can't. This is really close. Panathinaikos and Rio Ave. West Brom seem to have given themselves a good amount of space. Nice need to keep on winning. These 3 are like literally like licking balls. And this is a close battle between Roma. Oh, this is going to be a big one here. So if you can see that the next match days, Roma face against Nice. Nice need a victory, and Roma need a victory. They're both going to be fighting for that. Al Ali, they get Barracas, relatively easier. Sporting get West Brom. West Brom are going to hope to get something out of that game to keep their like nice 4-point gap between them and 9th. And Espanyol has Swindon. They'll be really happy with that one. So we'll see, but I'll meet you guys in match day 35.